What's up? Hello, everybody. What's up? What's up? What's up? Happy Friday night. Happy Friday night, everybody. Welcome to the Adrienne Ross Show. To the open microphone. Who we got here? Let's see. Roberta commented earlier. I responded to Roberta. Deborah is here. And Town Saver is here. That's already happened. Yep. Denise is here. Cappy's here. They need a basketball coach to check out these astronauts. Stick head in the door. You guys good? Let's go. If something hurts, run it off. Okay, Cappy D. Kelly Marie, happy Friday to you, beautiful person. Brett, hello, Brett. We gonna get into it. All right, fever all in for this year. I just ate, and I'm doing after I eat. Yeah, I noticed that I usually don't eat till later, but I was like, I just had an amazing meal. My salmon, you know how I do with my salmon. Vianne is in the house as well. And Brett is here. Kathy is here. Who else? Julie C is here. Kelsey, the bailout queen, is here. Hello, 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 everybody. Listen, there are so many things going on right now. Kara, what's up? I thought you were saying I thought you were about to say a couch run. I said, you're doing a couch run. Maybe with the Kelsey Mitchell news, you're doing a couch run. Hello, everybody who's in the chat. Okay, users saying Mo. Jules Verne, we got the best 3 bag diggity dog. Happy Friday. Yes, indeed. I think I got everybody so far who has said hello. For those of you who are just kind of chilling and haven't said anything, I'm glad you're here as well. I am hoping that we get some really good engagement. Taylor, what's up? Mo Billings. Thank you, Kathy. Copper Top, what's up? What's up? So much going on. Wait. News is Mo Billings will be signed. Who's that news coming from? Is that like out there? Is that like breaking? Or just rumor mill, but not like a Chennai or ESPN or Chloe? Yes, on Billings. Where are you guys hearing this? I know people have been saying her name. Denise says oh man, I meant to hardwire myself in with the to get off of Wi-Fi, but I forgot to do it. So oh well. Internet, do your job, internet. Do what you're supposed to be doing. So glad to see so many more people popping in. Yes, indeed. On this Friday night, Kelvar is in the house. Taylor also says expected, but where are we hearing this? Tell me, because I've been on the internet. I just popped out like 3 videos and I missed that one, other than people talking about their hopes and dreams. X, like who on X? Alana Smith, we're going to get into some of this. You guys need to save some of this so you can get on the microphone. Let me see. Let me go to X and see what's up. Let me see what's going on. I don't see. Let me see. Let me just type in Monique Billings. I liked what I saw. Monique and Caitlin, they had a couple good connections. Okay, so I see who's Update Central. Update Central says Monique Billings and Caitlin Clark connection. Indiana Fever. Rumor. Update Central. Indiana Fever signing Monique Billings. Oh, and then I see CCFC offseason said Monique Billings in the plane over New York Central Park. She took an in-person meeting with the Liberty. I see people celebrating. Monique Billings took a meeting with the New York Liberty, but should sign with the Indiana Fever, I'm being told. Somebody said Monique Billings shot 82% from 0 to 3 feet last year. However, only 19% of her field goals were from that distance. Gotta imagine playing with Caitlin Clark will improve her shot diet. Players reliable at making layups are important. And that's not a given in the WNBA. Oh my goodness. Shakira, we getting fried by, oh goodness. Some people want Shakira. So I don't know where it originated from, but yeah, I'm seeing that out there, but I don't know if they're reliable sources, but I mean, hey, Alana Smith, I don't know how Alana Smith would make it over to the Liberty. Like, I don't even know how the Liberty's keeping Sabrina and Brianna and Jonquel, and then they're talking about. Anyway, I'm not going to say too much because this is supposed to be about you all. Excuse me, get it on the microphone. What's up, Jules? Yeah, we'll find out. All these answers will come tomorrow. I haven't felt super anxious. I know a lot of people have been very frustrated because so much news is, first of all, it was like no news. And people were saying, oh my goodness, there's no news. And they were complaining about WNBA media not like giving any scoops. And then today, boom, 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 all over the place. But then Fever fans are like, how come we're not hearing anything? I'm not really bothered, other than Kelsey, of course. I'm not really bothered by all the other stuff too much because sometimes the best situations, you don't say anything. But I mean, I hope that's why. And it's not like, oh my goodness, who are we going to get? We're running out of time. Like, I hope it's not that. Okay, Denise is back. Jules, really enjoyed your video, Angel Reese. Thank you. I did 2 of them. I'm not sure which one you mean, but I did another one recently. Howard reported signing. Is that true? Azure on her way. Okay, listen. So here's the deal. I need you to lay aside your shyness tonight, okay? Now, members, we do this and members can come on the microphone, but the members be shy too sometimes. So I want to start with the members and give them opportunity. We do, for those of you who don't know, one of the things that we do, especially during the season, is an open thread. And so there'll be a post. It's an open thread. We did it the other day, actually today too. But it was just my sweaty workout pictures, and it's open. Like, anybody can talk about anything, and then we can go from there. And so this is how I envision this, starting with the members having priority because they're such amazing supporters, the Rossies. And then we can go into a few, if someone has a super chat or super thanks, they would have priority. And then we'll see what goes from there. But what are you thinking about? Anybody? And there's so much. Kelsey's back. Arike decided to take less to get a multi-year deal to have a good roster. NECA to LA. Rakia to the sky. Damaris reportedly back. Angel's teammates drag her, according to Yahoo Sports. The draft is coming up on Monday. Alana Smith supposedly wants New York. New York keeps their major pieces. If you go into college, Tennessee is starting to rebuild. Jackie Young back with the Aces, making money. That's a lot of money. Sophie with her USA channel, but we don't know anything about the Fever. Lexi's comments on a Fox interview about the fans and social media. I mean, we could go on. Ariel Atkins going to, where's she going? Where's Ariel Atkins going? She's going from the sky. Somebody remind me where Ariel Atkins is going. I don't forgot. I forgot. Is she going to LA or something like that? I don't remember. LA. Thank you. So that's just a little bit. Like, stuff is really unfolding. So starting with the members, y'all in green. Who wants to let me get this link up here. Wide open conversation. I'm going to put this link in and we're going to chill out. And again, I want to start with members, and we can have more than one. We can have one, we can have more than one. It doesn't matter. Celia says, I'm so sorry I'm missing this. I'm at work. Oh, wow. I'm at work and I was going to get over my fears and join you. Oh, man. Because now I'm so on board with you, Miss Adrienne. I listen to you a lot and you keep such a level head. Thank you so much. Oh, man. Work. I'm telling you, work is in the way. Work is in the way. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. So Marina Mabry. Yeah. So who's coming on? Who's coming on, y'all? Members, we talked about this yesterday, and you can be video or you can just be audio. But what are you thinking about the fever, about other stuff you're hearing? All right, Celia. Who we got? We don't have Freedom in the chat. Freedom usually, he'll start us off. Open mic. Jules, Brett, who? Kara. Okay, Kelly Marie's coming in. Anybody else want to join her? Member of the channel, we'll start with you all first. What's up, Kelly Marie?
Hello.
Hey, how are you?
Can you guys hear me?
Yes. Can you hear us?
Yes.
Oh, great. Yeah. We can hear you. What's on your mind?
I mentioned hi. I just want to say happy Friday to everybody, all the beautiful people in the chat room.
Yes, happy Friday.
I love our chat room. Very cohesive and professional, I think.
Yeah, we do good. I love y'all. I love y'all very much. Absolutely.
Anyways, yeah,
I just added Freedom to the stage too. So
nice.
All right. So what you got, Kelly?
What I got is I'm laughing at these Mac deals, man. Like they're just handing them out like to any, you know what I mean? I get it. They want to get the good players, but it's like everybody's just like, they're not all Asia Wilsons to me. Does that make sense? Like,
yeah.
Like Brittany, what's her name? Sykes. Brittany Sykes that got signed to Toronto. Like she got a max deal, and I mean, she's a good player, but I don't think she's deserving of that much, because to me, max deal is a caliber of like an Asia Wilson, Brittany Stewart, and soon to be Caitlin Clark. So I think they need to put like some kind of a policy to where they
hold on a second. Freedom, what are you rattling?
I'm sorry. I'm opening a protein bar. I'm sorry about that.
He's a runner. He's about to get down in that protein bar. Sorry, Kelly Marie. And I'm glad you're saying this with Freedom on, because Freedom is saying that he has said before that he doesn't think that they're going to be handing out these max deals and super max deals. And so now you're thinking that they're already giving out too many.
I think so, because to me it's like I think there should be a policy to where to qualify for the max deal they should have to be like I said, Asia, Brianna of those caliber. Does that make sense now? Because it kind of diminishes the point of the max deal for it to be like that stature. Do you know what I mean? Do you know where I'm coming from?
I do.
Yeah,
I do. Freedom, what are your thoughts on that? Like,
this whole thing is confusing. I was wrong. I was so wrong.
You were so. I mean, let me start with it between both of you two. Kelsey Mitchell, is she of the caliber of a supermax?
Absolutely.
Yes, I think so.
Okay, Marina Mabry, is she of the caliber of a supermax?
No.
No,
not at all, because she doesn't even make the all-star team.
Ooh.
You know what I mean? She's not. She's only known as a 3-point shooter. I get that they want to keep her. They want to, you know, offer her a good deal. But to me, she's not a max. She's not a max. that,
You
that's
know what?
just
Yeah, that's such a good. I hadn't even thought about that. Like, she's not even a. Has she ever made All Star?
no.
Wow.
Nope.
Okay. All right. Any more? Anything else? Freedom, either that or whatever. Like open mic. What's
Yeah,
on your
I
mind?
agree. Marina Maber does. She should not have a super max, let alone a max, because not only that, but you look at her shooting percentage. She's shooting less than 40% from the field, a little over 30% from three.
Mhm.
And on top of that, her defense is not all that great either. And she got beat by a rookie in that one-on-one tournament. Come on.
Wow. Oh yeah. Did she go out in the first round?
Yeah, she went out in the first round. She had the lead and she choked. She choked.
Wow. Okay. Well, I'm looking it up right now. So I said, which players have the Supermax? And this is what Google is telling me. And then you can comment on this if you want. Asia Wilson, Kelsey Mitchell, Sabrina Ionescu, Nafisa Collier, Kelsey Plum, Arike Agumbawale, Alicia Gray, Ariel Atkins, Ezzy Magbagor, and Bridget Carlton are some.
Mm.
Okay, so what part made you laugh?
Errol Atkins? Are you kidding? Oh
Yeah,
my God.
Ariel Atkins. Come on.
I don't get it. It's another Chicago Sky letting her go, and she went to LA, right? And yeah, Supermax. I don't
Wow.
I
I
have
agree
no
with
idea.
the first five. Honestly, I agree with the first five. The other five, not so much.
Yeah.
I
Arike
mean,
now, yeah, go ahead.
yeah, Jackie Young didn't even get a super max deal because I get it is with Asia, but if anybody deserves a max deal, it's also Jackie Young, not Ariel Atkins, not Enrique Gombawale. Like, come on,
But
these.
Arike, believe it or not, she turned it down.
Oh, she did. Okay, okay.
Yes. So
To get more
Arike,
players,
what
correct?
she opted, look, she got a 7-figure multi-year.
Oh,
Okay.
okay.
Okay. Yeah. So she did you know, but she might be smart. She wanted to make sure there was money for a good roster.
Yes.
So yeah, that's how that went. But yeah, that's another conversation in and of itself, because a lot of people were saying,
Exactly.
hey, don't take less money,
Mhm.
because that undermines the whole thing. So yeah. So anyway, like I said, we're starting first with members first. I want to make sure that we have members up, and then we're gonna go like super chat, super thanks, or whatever, and then see where we go from there. Anything else between you two? So Reese, you might be able to get on later. Reese from Philly, right? You might be able to get on later. Just hold off on that for a little bit. I want to make sure I honor the members first.
I do have another one.
Yes.
So I'm seeing a lot on X. I know it's successful. I'm on there. I talk my shit because I like to defend Caitlin Clark,
Mhm.
but I'm seeing a lot of these. They call them slows. We call them slows, but
Mhm.
uh, that Kelsey Mitchell is being selfish for taking the max
Mm.
because now likely we won't be able to afford any good players. What is your intake on that one? Because I'm kind of like, I was happy that she's back, but
Mhm.
now it's kind of giving me a little bit of a, I don't know. She should have taken like maybe a one. To me, is if we want good players, of course she would have to take less pay. But I think that they really wanted to keep her, hence the.
Mm.
But what is your intake on that?
Well, I want to hold off on my
Okay.
perspective. Freedom, you can jump in, and if another member, start with another member, wants to get on, what are your thoughts on what she's saying? They're calling Kelsey selfish.
I don't think she's selfish. And honestly, um, I think it's better that she took the 1-year deal instead of a multi-year deal, because if she would have taken the multi-year deal, then Caitlin Clark wouldn't have gotten a supermax in the future.
Say that again and explain.
Yeah, so if Kelsey Mitchell takes the supermax for 2 or 3 years, there's no way Caitlin Clark will get that supermax herself, because you can only get one supermax per team, right?
And she can only have that. She signs for a 1-year supermax. She'll sign for 1 year rather than doing what Arike did, which is because they could have negotiated that she doesn't take the supermax and that she has a multi-year deal. And she opted not to do that. So for now, and I guess now they consider that selfish for her to take. How is that though? I am going to say something. How is she selfish for not? I'm hearing people say that Caitlin should not in the future take less money than she's able to take, because because she deserves it, right? She's worked for it. So why is it not the same standard for Kelsey?
Right.
Like, why should she not take the max, but Caitlin should always take everything that she's offered? Kelly, what are your thoughts?
I think this time around, because knowing that AB and CC can't get the max yet, so they offered it to, if they were to offer it to anybody, they would give it to Mitchell, because it's a 1-year contract. So so perhaps when AB and CC do qualify for those max, then they'll probably take less pay for Mitchell, and obviously CC will qualify for the max. And I think it's just a tactic of keeping Mitchell for 1 year. And apparently, if she wants to stay with the Fever, they can sign her for multiple years with, of course, less pay.
Mm-hmm. Here's my one. My thought was, I was curious if they had even offered her a multi-year contract or not.
I think that, just like what I said, because AB and CC, they can't get the supermax yet, so that's why they gave it to Mitchell. So going next year, I think that's when they'll offer her the multi year contract, but of course not with less than the max, if that makes sense.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Yeah. Well, but you said you were rethinking whether or not that was a selfish decision.
Yeah, I'm kind of 50-50 on that, because I do love Mitchell, and because I haven't seen any roster changes, such as like if we are getting any good players. I think that's where my mind is at right now. But once, I think hopefully tomorrow they'll announce more players.
Are y'all getting nervous about the
Yes,
Fever?
I am. I think I'm getting antsy. Just
yeah. What about you?
Me, no, I'm not nervous about it. I'm ready to see who they sign.
Freedom, freedom, just be chilling.
Yeah, exactly. Totally chilling. All right, listen, thank you so much. Does anybody else, any of the members first, want to get on? Anything? There's so much going on. Take a topic and run with it. Why do Rossies be trying to be shy?
Come on, people. Summer.
Yeah. If we can do it, you can do it.
Yeah,
Cat 5.
In this wild environment, Cat 5 is in the house. This wild environment with all these pieces. With all the pieces, y'all got nothing to say?
I would be on video, but I need to dye my hair.
That's all right.
Oh, and I just did something awesome today. I actually just bought myself a Caitlin Clark jersey, so I'm gonna wear that to the game.
And when are you going to the game? When are you going to the game again?
May 2nd.
May 2nd. And that's in Indiana?
In Indiana.
Okay.
Yeah, I got a half marathon that day, so I'll be there, and then later on that night, the game.
What
Wow.
color?
I'm sorry.
What
What'd you
color
say?
did you get?
Oh yeah, it's Rebel Red. I got the Rebel Red one.
Uh-oh.
All right, you go. Listen, if I'm not gonna get any members to represent the Rossies, then I'm opening this up. I got Reese waiting patiently, and others who jumped on like Rossies. This is your time, but all right. So I'm gonna let Reese on. You guys can stay and hang out if you want and see what's up. What's up, Reese?
Is he brushing his teeth?
Are you brushing your teeth? Reese, can you hear us, Reese? Well,
I think he's trolling.
I don't know, but I'm gonna remove him so we don't have to see him like flossing. Reese, I gotta let Reese go. Somebody asked if it was a chicken bone.
I just had chicken earlier myself.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Reese. Listen,
Oh my
I did say it was the open mic. So I don't know what's going on with Reese, but I can't let him go out like that. I can't let him go out like Oh my goodness. All right, I'm open.
Oh my gosh.
That was funny.
Shaylin is like, that's hilarious.
I can't
Yo,
tell.
Town Saver said his friend's gonna clip that. And he still don't know. Oh my goodness. Yes. Dude was like woo! Oh my goodness. All right, we got Julie C. What's up, Julie C?
Hey, how are you?
Hi.
Doing well. How are you?
Oh man, this free agency is just so crazy. Listen, I'm going to say what nobody else is saying.
Say it.
New York is privately owned. So is Las Vegas.
Mm.
Okay, they already been under investigation.
Yeah.
You don't sign that many people at over $1 million. I'm sorry, without busting the rules there.
That's what I'm wondering.
You could tell me whatever you want. I am sorry. You think Brianna Stewart's gonna let Sabrina get paid more than her? No way. There ain't no way.
Mm.
I don't think so.
You calling him out?
Yeah, I am. But not for nothing. If they can do it, everybody who's privately owned really should do it. Indiana better get on it.
Wow.
You know? I mean, Indiana's privately owned. Simon Company, I mean, they're like one of the biggest realtors in the world. They got the money. Make it happen.
So you're saying that because we talked about this in the members live last night. You're saying that they should the rules should be changed, or are you saying that they should slide that under the table?
No. I'm saying, look, if everybody's going to be doing it under the table, what's good for one is good for everybody else. How is New York and Vegas getting away with this for a long time now? It's not new.
Mm-hmm.
This has been going on.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
That's what I heard too.
I mean, the Aces have a freaking super team. They've got 4 Olympians on that team.
Yep.
Jewel Lloyd is staying too, from what I heard.
Look, all of a sudden last year she came back to life. You know, I think the Sparks is just the Storm was just a nasty team. I think that's why they got rid of the coach.
And they're all jumping.
Yeah, listen.
They're all getting out of it. Let me acknowledge. Is it Camille? Camille or Camilo? Thank you so much. A new member, and then also I want to shout out Waffles and Coke. I'm gonna leave that alone. Thank you so much for that super chat as well. And jump on and talk about Natasha or Waffles. said, please don't re-sign Natasha or Turner. Is that a hot take or is that everybody's take? You are so welcome to get on and make that case.
Can I say something on that, Adrienne?
Yes.
Okay, I want you to think back to last year.
Mm-hmm.
Our first injury really was with Caitlin after the 13th game. Think about that. 13 games into the season. Everybody else who is really good is already assigned to teams. They got people who are sitting home who have been waived, sitting on their couch. The pickings were slim.
Mm-hmm.
I think they did great for the job that they had to do last year. But I'm telling you, I'm going to lose it if I see Howard, Turner, Colson, any of them. I mean, Sims, I could deal with. But if I see the rest of them, I'm going to have a hard time this year, rooting for the Fever because I'm going to want to strangle the front office.
Right. Well, I'm seeing comments too, like no Howard, like
No.
Brett, welcome as well, Brett.
The other thing is Howard's going to want money,
Yeah. Now Reese, I don't know if you can hear me, but I want you to know I did put you on, but you were. I don't know if you couldn't hear me or what. So I just want to make sure, I want to make sure, put something in the comments if you're ready for me to put you on, because I want to make sure you know that the camera is on you. All right. So Jewel, thank you so much for being very upfront. Now she's saying, and I'm seeing people say 100%, she doesn't want to see Howard. She doesn't want to see Bree Turner. Now
Right.
both is some good. Bree Turner actually wasn't getting much playing time, and then she really did step up. The biggest thing for her was she set really good screens. But I hear you. You're trying to win a championship, right?
We need a run and gun. We need young, fresh legs. Okay.
Yeah.
I would rather take a college draftee coming in, develop them ASAP, rather than take it a Howard or Bree Turner or Colson. I don't think Colson's ready to play anyway.
Mm-hmm.
Torn ACL is usually a year and a half. I don't even know if Sophie's really ready to play.
She might be, because she didn't have, it wasn't an ACL tear.
No, hers was MCL.
Yeah.
But I've only seen her dribbling in between.
She's ready to go.
I haven't seen her running.
She posted something today with her. I think she just did 5 miles. Of course, that's a whole different type of running. It's a whole different type. She was out there running. I think she said 5 miles, and there was a cow ready to charge her. So, so let me get Brett in here. Brett, what's on your mind?
Oh, same thing you were just saying. Tired of seeing what they're trying to bring back, which didn't work last year. I mean, granted, they gave it a hell of a run in spite of everything, but Howard's definitely, and Dantas plays. No. Ari McDonald, I would say, would be a good one to keep around because she can keep up the pace just like Caitlin. Well, not as good, but she's still a mover. She doesn't want to play this short, slow half court game.
Ari over Odyssey?
Yeah. Actually, yeah.
Y'all know what my concern is about Ari.
Yeah, injury.
Yeah, she unfortunately injured.
Is she even healthy? That's the thing.
I think she's still in the boot, right? I haven't seen her, but I read that.
But Odyssey could work, but there's so many out there, especially with the draft coming. Mm-hmm. But for us not to be going after, Azuri or Smith out of Minnesota. That should have been,
but
they should have been beating down their doors.
You have to understand it's a two-way street.
But they've both said they wanted to come. So, and they're both the kind of players that would fit into the system.
I did hear that Azure, money is an issue too, but I did hear that Azure is dropping little hints on social media about wanting to come to Indiana.
What, you mean that picture with her Fever jersey on?
I didn't see it. Yep. I just heard she had a picture with a Fever jersey.
It was it's been all over. I saw that. She
only
I'm interested, and she had the Fever jersey on and stuff, red Fever jersey.
All right,
it was funny. But they both said they want to come.
Oh. Well, maybe they are going. See, just because you're not running your mouth doesn't mean that you're not moving. But I hope you're right too. I hope you're right. I hope you're right.
I
So we
mean,
got,
one of those two would be huge for Indiana to pick
what
up.
about Shakira Austin?
It could work.
It could work. It could work. All right, Robert Blade, thank you so much for that 5. Appreciate that. Seems we have just got Mo Billings according to Mick. People have been talking about it. What do you think about that, Robert? Come on. You're able to come on. Thank you again so very, very much. I appreciate that.
I'll believe it when I see it.
You believe it? You believe it when you see it? Thank you, Robert. I let on who did I let on? Julie and
Hello.
Fever Ticket 33. Thank you. Billings and Ty Harris to Fever, both done deal. I did see something about Ty Harris. What? I did see something earlier. Thank you. I want you guys to come on. I appreciate the donations. I want you to be able to come on. So Julie is on and Kelvar's on. So Julie, what's going on?
Well, I'm actually in Australia, so I tried to become a member, but it wouldn't allow me to. So I thought I'm going to try, and I just wanted to pop in and say hi. And
hi,
absolutely
I love the accent.
Me too.
G'day, mate. I need to sound more Aussie, apparently. Because
good day, mate. It's like having Chloe Bibby with us. It makes us feel like we might get Alana Smith.
Well, anything's possible. We can only hope. Hey.
Yes, excellent.
I have tried. I've been to the States 4 times.
What'd you say?
I said, isn't Alana talking to New York? That's what I'm hearing.
Is that Kelvar?
Yeah, it's Kelvar.
Kelvar, yes, that's what I heard.
Hi, everyone.
That's what I heard. I don't know. That's what we've heard. We'll know everything tomorrow. Oh, Kelly Marie. I think you're off, Kelly. She said I made a mistake and hung. Oh, there she is. She said you can remove me. It won't let me remove you for some reason. Oh, here it is. Okay. Thank you. Feel free to come back on. Okay, so Julie, is there more you want to share from Australia?
Not really, just that I'm pretty new to this whole system of getting people from other teams, and it's all very new to me. I only started watching basketball, I guess. I'd heard a lot about Caitlin Clark, and I had to look her up, and I watch a lot of Fox News, and they were talking about her so much, and I'm like, okay, who is this person? And I started watching, and I was like blown away. I'm like, how does this person do what she does?
It's amazing.
And then
right?
I started I fell in love with the team just because of I don't know, they just seemed so, they loved each other, and that was something I didn't see with a lot of the other teams, and there just seemed to be a lot of respect.
Yes, I agree.
So I became addicted to this team, and I have been watching it ever since. And I love the Fever, and I absolutely love your show. I don't get to watch it as often as I'd like, but
thank you.
Thank you so much for letting me pop on and say hello from Australia. Just know that you have fans here, and we love the Fever in my household, and just appreciate you giving me a chance to say hello.
I'm so glad you did. Listen, we wouldn't even be talking to each other without, this is the Caitlin Clark effect, right?
Exactly.
It really is.
Exactly.
All over the world. Excellent. So Camilo Espinoza says, I love your show. White needs to go. Kelsey Mitchell knows this is CC's team. I would like to see Ty come here. Put a lot in there. Come on, get on the microphone. Come on the microphone.
Ty Harris had knee surgery last year.
Well, Ty Harris, why am I not very familiar? Is she a point guard?
She was from the Dallas Wings last year and got hurt like right away and had knee surgery.
That explains it, because I saw a post of hers on X, not even too long before I started this, and she was addressing people, kind of laughing about it, little, I think, laughter emojis. And she said, I have literally been hurt 2 times ever in my career. She's like, one of them was an ankle, I think she said. And she said the other one was a surgery before the start of the season or something like that. She said, she's like, other than that, I've never been injured. But she's hearing people say that. And so I guess she's like, look, don't overlook me. I'm not injury prone. I don't know. I don't even remember I remember the name, but I can't even picture.
I thought she got injured in training camp. I don't think she ever saw the WNBA floor. last
Yeah.
year.
That must be the surgery she's talking about. Yeah, there you go. There it is. Someone said drop the. I think it was Kelly said drop the link again. So yeah. So I don't know. She's a point guard, or just
I
a,
don't.
is she
I
a
don't
two
know.
guard? Is she a point guard?
Hmm.
I don't know. Okay, so what else? What else we got? We got France in the house. Bonjour. Welcome. What else, you guys? There's so many things, like Kelsey being back, Arike, the multi-year deal, NECA going to back. She spent her first 12 years in the league in LA.
I got one that I think will crack you up.
All right, I'm gonna let Kelly in. Kelly's in. Go ahead, Freedom.
Okay, so did you hear that Chicago?
You know why
decided
NECA went to back to LA, right?
Wait, who's that?
That's me.
Oh yeah, hold on 1 second. Let me let Freedom finish his thought. I don't know if you can hear him.
I can't.
Oh, you can't hear him?
No.
Am I on?
You're on. I can hear you.
I can hear you.
Yeah. I don't know why she can't hear you.
There might be too many in here. I'll head out and go back to the chat.
All right. Hold it down in the chat. Come back on when you feel like it.
All right.
All right. Go ahead, Freedom.
Okay, so I just read that Chicago signed Elizabeth Williams for $1.2 million.
I did see that.
What?
And it had her propped up, not only about but they were talking about how she's like, isn't she the secretary or something of the WNBA? So they were talking about that as well.
Yeah.
Listen, maybe because she's so instrumental in the deal. I'm assuming you're saying she shouldn't get that. Like,
No, not at all.
No.
That is ridiculous.
But I don't blame her, though. I say
goodness.
go ahead and get it.
Wow, someone said Griner signed with Connecticut.
Really?
Oh, really?
I heard that
Really?
the Aces were trying to get her.
Huh.
Wow,
That's interesting.
that's wild.
Let them have her.
Well, Grinder would be at the end of the bench with Reese.
Let her have it. Denise said Ty Harris would be a backup for Caitlin Clark. So then she runs the point. Okay. All right. So don't forget, we have to carry 2 developmental players for backup. So help me understand the developmental players. They don't get to play unless someone gets injured, and that way you don't have to bring someone in for like 10 days and let them go? Or let them go for 10? Is that what it is?
I think so.
Okay.
Kind of
Okay.
like a
I haven't heard a
reserve.
lot about it,
Yeah.
but I think that's what it is.
Over they'd be the 2 over and above the 12.
Right. So there's 12 plus 2 developmental players, and they practice with the team or no? Because they're getting paid, right?
Yeah, they should.
But they don't count against the cap until they've been activated. Well, then, okay. So then once they get activated, then what? Because that would still put you over the cap, right?
Yeah, until
I don't know.
And yeah, it'd be the same like it was last year with the injury.
It'd
You know, the
Probably like a
emergency.
hardship rule.
Say that again, Kelbar.
I think it would probably be something like the hardship rule, where you bring somebody in and they don't count as much or something like that.
Okay. Interesting. What else you got? Anybody? I mean, with all the stuff going on, anybody in the chat as well?
Adrienne, have you seen that one video of, what's her name? Rachel Damaris? What is her name?
Oh, Rachel DeMita?
Yeah, regarding
Demita.
I saw the first 34 seconds of it. It's over an hour, and I saw the first 34 seconds, and I was like, you know what? This is what I said, and I do want to watch it.
Mm-hmm.
I did see her promo,
Okay.
which was really interesting. And then I stopped it, and then when I was making dinner, I was gonna play it, and then I said, I don't feel like getting annoyed right now because
Oh my gosh, Adrienne.
I know it's annoying because
I got so annoyed that I just, like, the first 5 minutes, I couldn't hear it because these people,
Yep.
they're not only they don't like Caitlin Clark, but I get it. They're not fans of her, but that doesn't mean that you can kind of diminish her impact.
Yeah.
They're basically saying stuff that aren't even relevant to how Caitlin has, made such a big impact in the WNBA. I couldn't. I was so annoyed.
Well, the reason why I said that was because somebody just posted. Wait a minute, wait. Rachel Demita 28 minutes ago said Indiana Fever free agency targets. Oh, she's got a check next to Monique Billings.
Woohoo!
I don't know. It says, but I don't know. It's attached to someone saying that she took a meeting with New York, but she signed with the Fever. But anyway, she has a check. It says Alana Smith, Monique Billings, Ray Burrell, Julie Van Loo, Maureen Johannes, Kennedy Burke, and Tammy Fagbenle were there. They were looking for, and then she put a check next to Monique and said one down. But anyway, back to what Rachel Demita's video. So I only saw it because someone posted it and said something like, this was the most infuriating thing I have ever watched. It was something like that. And I was like, oh my goodness, I need to watch it.
You need to
watch it. And then I
it.
was like, I don't feel like getting ticked off right now. I'll have to watch it. But what a cool idea if you can handle it. I thought that was such a
Adrienne, I'm telling you, these people, they're
derangement syndrome.
Yes, the delusion and the derangement, it's beyond. I could not even. Yeah.
Yeah. And did Rachel Demita keep her calm?
Yes, she was very. Demita, because she has that. She went to school for. What do you call that?
Commentator. She's a commentator. She'll tell you that right up.
Yeah, and for journalists, so she knows how to present herself. And yes, she did. But you know what? I must say that she did go off on them a few times, but she did put them in their place.
I gotta watch it, so I don't want you to tell me too much. But was it basketball talk or was it? I heard the one guy talk about the turnovers.
Yeah, just a bunch of stuff.
So I don't want you to tell me too much, but. Was it basketball talk or was it Waffles? I heard the one guy talk about the turnovers. Shut up. Yeah. Waffles, if you can hear me, I muted you because I can hear in the background. So I think you have to turn off. You have to turn off YouTube or something. Let me try it again. Unmute. Why won't it let me unmute you? It won't let me unmute you. Or maybe you muted yourself. Unmute your mic, Waffles, and if that doesn't work, go out and come back in.
Adrienne, Camilo Espinoza is asking, how do you come on the phone?
Oh, here is. Okay, so here's the link again. And click the link and follow what it tells you to do. I've never... I'm always on this end. But yeah, click the link and it'll get you. All right. I think Camilla was the one who was saying something about Coach. Kara said, Waffles, are you brushing your teeth? that was Reese from Philly.
I think that's a Reese fan, Angel Reese fan. So he was probably going to clown us anyways.
Yeah. No, Reese is not.
Oh, really? Okay, never mind.
No, Reese is the one, and I told him I needed to have him on the show. He was the one who went on Fly Hippie show.
Oh,
and he broke down. He was on. I had him on here before too. He on the live stream. He was talking about. He broke down. He used to play with Dr. J and stuff like that.
Okay.
Or they used to watch it, something like that. And he broke down how the release on her shot, all the mechanics of her shot. Yeah. No, Kat says no. Reese is really great. Yeah, right. He just happens to have that name. He's like, don't be mad at me.
I thought he was trolling us. That's why.
No, not at all, not at all. So hopefully Camilla can get on. So what else is going on here? What was this I wanted to? let's talk about Damiris Dantas.
Oh boy.
Because
Do we have to?
apparently it's not necessarily set in stone. If anybody's in the chat and you want to sound off as well, what are your thoughts if it's true that Damiris Dantas is returning? What are your
My
thoughts?
question would be why? Not, I mean, the way she performed last year, please.
Yeah. Same.
Okay. All
She's
right.
taking up a spot you give to someone you draft, in my opinion.
Or somebody that can actually contribute.
Or someone
Okay.
who can play would be nice too, but that's
No,
she's not,
but I mean,
she's not bad, but
she
I'm
can
not gonna kill her
play.
that much. She's not bad.
But
Yeah.
last year, was terrible. Shaylin says I'm neutral about Dantas. She had a good 2024 season. 2025 was, that wasn't.
I'm also 50-50 on Dantas. I either she stays or not. It's good with me.
Okay. Now, Julie, you came back on.
Yeah. My thoughts on some of these people on some of these teams. Dantas has got familiarity with this team. Dantas is halfway decent off the bench. She is not a starter. And Dantas you can get at a very low price. So they know what she's capable of. She's inexpensive. And she's already got this familiarity with the team. I'm not really upset about that. You know, I think there's better players out there. But, you know, everybody keeps talking about Maureen Johannes. She's not leaving New York. And if Gabby Williams goes anywhere, she's going to New York because they're a couple, Maureen Johannes and Gabby Williams. They have been for years. They play together in France, too. Yeah. So, you know.
I didn't know. I heard that Johannes is leaving.
No, I don't think so.
But, you know, there's a lot of stuff going on.
Yeah, I'll tell you, this woman, Roberta, she's been breaking more news than anybody else.
And who is she?
You know, I think she covers the Storm like a beat writer.
Yes, that's right. A reporter for the Storm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She says her English isn't too good, but she types all right. I mean, she can write in English, but it's not her first language. But she's been on the money so far with everything that she has broken. And, you know, Annie's gone. She left Front Office Sports. And
Yesterday was the last day.
And Alexa Philippou, who we all love, and she's really credible, she's been doing reposts and stuff. So Roberta's really like, I don't know how, but she's getting all the news first.
She knows somebody. Okay, so Brett said Mick just posted Mo Billings to Indiana. Yeah, that's what other people were saying also.
I really hope so because I really like her.
I like her. See, for me, and I know some of y'all be like, Adrienne, just cut it out with that stuff. But I'm so particular about who comes on this team. I know Gabby Williams is a good player, but I'm just like, I don't want Gabby Williams.
Yeah. We're very protecting.
I'm for real, because I think that cultural piece, I mean, she's a baller, but she's also I was listening to somebody, she's very particular about Fly Hippie. She's very particular about her money. Remember, she was not going to come back to the WNBA. Right. Because she said, she called it out at a post-game press conference before. Like, I want my money. So that's probably not going to work. I'm just so particular, but I do like Mo Billings. I do. And there was that good connection, I thought, between her and Caitlin, Team USA in Puerto Rico.
Exactly.
But the Dantas thing, go ahead. Who
was that to the left, bottom left?
Oh, that's Julie.
Hi, Julie. I like your cat in the background.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I'm down in the office, so I don't have Cole. I can't show you Cole. She's not in here. Yeah. But no, the Dantas thing, I guess people were really blowing the gasket. And I was just like, are you kidding me? I'm wondering, like, Dantas can play. She stretches the floor. She's a big body. Her shot, the form is so bad that if it's not 100%, it's not going in because there's no arc on the shot. But she can set screens. She has a fadeaway. I wonder if and they say she's balling out right now overseas, which she does, and then comes back and it's not, But I just wonder if they're showing her some grace for the money reason that Julie mentioned, but also because she had a death in the family last year. She was injured last year. And so maybe they think they didn't really get to see her as her because of all those things. Brett has the look on his face like he don't even want to hear that. Pope gifted 5 memberships to the channel. Thank you so much.
Hey.
Woo! So I wonder if money really is a factor. Waffles has entered, and Waffles, hello Waffles. Are you there? Don't be brushing your teeth. Can you hear me, Waffles? I don't know what's going on. You're on. You're on the hair. For those of you who used to watch A Different World,
Sounds
you're
like he didn't select
you're
the
hot
right
hair.
microphone.
I don't. Waffles. I'll leave Waffles there for now.
By the way, Adrienne, I did look up that the pay and everything for the developmental.
Yes.
The whole idea there was to, obviously their main concern is the 12 roster spots, and then the 2 developmental will be paid a stipend and a prorated salary on days they're called up to the active roster. But the whole idea is to give the teams a little bit more depth for, the injuries. Like, in Indiana went through and a few other teams went through with the number of injuries. So that gives them a little bit more depth of players that know the system that they're going to be playing on, instead of that 10-day and see you later and trying to learn
So wait,
it all
they only get like a
overnight.
one-time payment?
They get paid they get a stipend, and then
Okay.
they get paid prorated for the games that they play
For how long
while
they
they're
play.
active, while they're on active roster.
Does anyone know? Thank you for looking that up. Does anyone know when those players are going to be announced? Like,
No.
is there a
I
deadline
haven't
for that?
seen.
Haven't seen.
I think that might be somewhat after everything's all said and done. They kind of like practice squad on the football team. The NFL uses
And maybe
that
like
sort of
a
thing.
final roster kind of thing.
Yeah, well, I mean, that's
There's
what
some days they
Unrivaled,
have to give out a final roster.
whenever they have to get the final roster. Yeah, well, whenever with Unrivaled, like Michaela, KK was a developmental player in Unrivaled, and they got to, they got to practice with the teams and all the stuff. And then supposedly they were supposed to be used if someone got injured, but in Unrivaled, they decided not to use KK at first and bring Angel back, who hadn't been playing at all. They brought her back. And then when Aaliyah Boston went down, then they brought KK. But she really wasn't, she didn't get much time because she really looked lost out there. Oh, I meant to put up, hold on one second. Who do you think should be the Fever's backup point guard? I'm going to open that up to everybody. April says, for the money these women are getting now, we should see really good basketball. So
I agree.
that's what I said
I'll
when
be
they
happy with
announced.
layups.
And
hope
they should have good officiating too, so that we can see good basketball.
Yeah,
I
we'll
agree.
see on the officiating.
Yep. So here's what I'm going to ask. I'm going to say, with Copper Top's question, and I'm going to throw it out to you all because I really struggle with this. Do you draft this backup point guard? They're talking about Ty Harris, so there might be the answer to that. But are you drafting? Are you sticking with who you have? Are you getting that? Are you getting that somewhere out there?
We have the 10th pick, don't we?
We have the 10th pick. Yes.
Right. So there's a good chance that it could be Neepkins. I think we had a chance at Jaquez, but I think she's moved up now. She's not going to be in the 10 spot. So there's a possibility there. But what about Sims?
Centers?
Sims. Odyssey Sims.
Oh, that's what I'm asking. So I'm asking you, Copper's asking you, and I'm just kind of piggyback off of that question. Whom do you pick? Is it Jaquez? Is it Raven Johnson from South Carolina?
Oh,
Is it they sent out 15 invitations. Have you seen who's invited to the draft?
No.
Okay, so I saw that today. They got 15, and I keep saying Rory Harmon from Texas, but she don't be getting no respect. I'm just gonna find the list for you of those people who were let me see, which college players. So I guess they invite people that they figure will be taken in the first draft. Is that how it works?
They invite whoever they want, and they have not invited Rory Harmon, which is just dead wrong.
They have not. Nope. So here's what I have. The people who were invited. Last I looked, it was 15. This might be more. I don't know. But it's Lauren Betts, AZ Fudd, Olivia Miles, Kiki Rice, Gabriela Jaquez, Angela Dugalit, Gianna Neepkins, Flau'jae Johnson, Raven Johnson, Tanaya Latson, Cody McMahon, Medina Okot, Marta Suarez, Nell Angloma from France, Awa Pham from Spain. So again, I'm going to say this. I've asked this question because I really am curious.
Jaquez.
Yes. I did a video about Jaquez, but I saw people say we don't need Jaquez. I did a video because, everybody was like, oh, CC says she's going crazy, and it was fun to watch her play. But I'm hearing people say we don't need to draft another point guard, is what some people are saying, or a 2 guard, or even, we got Kelsey, we got her.
That's not true. That's not true. We need another point guard, and we need a big. There's no.
I'm saying, what about the point guards in the house already?
We don't need 3 like she said, we need a point guard.
Yeah. I mean, think about it. We don't even know who we're keeping yet, right? We don't know about Howard. We don't know about Turner. We don't know about Airy. We don't know about Odyssey Sims. Like, nobody's really saying anything about that.
They're not.
We're not going to know. Maybe tomorrow we'll see a full roster, but it's hard to say because until we know who's staying, because Odyssey Sims, would make a difference. Ari, I think, is out due to injury.
Yeah.
I don't want her. It's too risky. But if you think about, you're taking in someone from college, from the college draft, and it's somebody like Neepkins, they're on a minimum. They're on a rookie contract. That for me, that's a no-brainer.
Absolutely.
So you would let go. You would trade the money, the experience, for the less money, for the money.
I didn't say that, because I did say I like Sims. I would take Sims, but we just don't know if we have her or not, if they're keeping her.
But here's the thing too. How many of these players are not even getting any kind of, nobody's calling for them? How many of these players, like, what about Aerial Powers? Do you think anybody's calling her?
Everything has been so hush hush. And the only people really who are getting any kind of publicity are the top, higher up players.
Right.
So I think it's really hard for us to try to determine, do we want this person? Do we want Odyssey, who's experienced, or do we want to develop a college player when we don't know who we have yet? Right. I think we can answer that question better once we know what our roster looks like.
Well, David Spriggs just said what some of other people have been saying, and that is we have Ty Harris at point guard.
Nobody's seen Ty Harris play in a year and a half, almost 2 years. So what does that mean? Yeah, we got Ty Harris, but what does that mean?
I'm not even sure. Do we have her?
Well, I mean, as far as what Roberta is something like X, yeah, we do.
Yeah, and so she was from Dallas. I'm just looking it up. And she didn't play. Let me see all. She played 2020, 21, and 22 with Dallas. 23 and 24, she went to Connecticut. 25, she did play for Dallas for 5 games.
Oh, okay.
But so they only have her 25 numbers, which was 4.6 points per game, 1 rebound per game, 2.6 assists per game, and less than a half a steal per game.
So that's 5 years in the league with 2 injuries, an ankle, and then last year a knee surgery. And I'm not dunking on Ty Harris.
And her best year was right before she got in 2024, before she got injured. She was She started 38 out of 39 games, and she had 10.5 points per game. She had 1.8 rebounds per game, 3 assists per game, 1 steal per game. Turnovers low, 1.4.
A point guard with 3 assists. That's it.
I mean, yeah. But her 3-point percentage, almost 40% from 3.
That's not bad.
That's
But
not bad.
but she's only getting 10 points a game. She's
True.
getting 10 points
True.
and
Yeah.
3 assists. So you tell me we got Ty Harris. Well, now that you've said the stats, so what?
So
What?
and maybe
You know?
maybe the thought is this, and you guys say what you think. Maybe the thought is all we need is somebody who can come in and don't do no harm. Right? You've got Caitlin. So maybe I would love to see a Kelsey Plum back up Caitlin, but that's not happening. She's not at that point in her career to be backing
No,
anybody
she's
up.
still a starter.
Yeah, she's a starter. But I'm saying basically you need don't do no harm. We want to know that Caitlin can get breathers and we don't go down by 10 points. That's all we need. Right?
That's
not
obviously
give up everything that the starters have gained
Right.
in the league. Don't give it all back.
Exactly. But then you got, well, what about an injury, right?
Sure.
So here's my question again about the draft, because they still don't know who's going to be 1, 2, 3. It's not even set. Last year it was set. The year before it was set. The year before that people knew. Now people don't even know who it can be. Lauren Betts. Is it going to be all fam? Is it going to be AZ Fudd? All that. So I'm saying if I'm the Fever and I got the 10th pick, I'm still trying to wrap my brain around it. But I think Julie is right. Because we don't know, it's so hard to answer this question. Do I go for another guard, or do I get a big? Or do I go into it with my mindset being I'm taking the best player available at number 10 and we'll work out the other details after that?
There's two ways to look at that, though. I mean, like you said, take the best available and trade if it's not what you want to get what you want, or you go after what you want and go from there because you'll know what you need because free agency's done.
So wait, signing starts tomorrow?
yes.
Yeah.
And how long does it go? Let me see. How long does WNBA free agency signing last? So we may not even know tomorrow. Okay, so it says April 11th it starts and it goes until training camps open on April 19th. Oh my goodness. April 19th is training camp already. A little more than a week, they're in training camp.
Opening games
Crazy.
25th. So yeah.
That's wild. I always say that the start of the WNBA, it's not even conducive. Here's my thing. If you want to be a real professional league and be taken seriously, you can't be having this 1 week training camp and then starting preseason stuff.
Right.
Then our season needs to go into football season, because if you push it back the start date, if you push it back because of the kids from college and March Madness, then we've got to go into November. We've got to start later and end later, and we'll be in football season.
It's just laughable to me. It's laughable to me. You've got $1 million players now. And you're telling me, and I know things were different because of the CBA stuff, but it's still always squished up. So you got you tell me these professional, you tell me your Caitlin Clarkson, your Asia Wilson, and all these people, and your $1 million players and all this stuff, and don't forget Marina Mabry making a max, that she just gets a week basically of training camp, and you're expected to be able to play together well, and the coaches have to get it all right, or they're going to get dragged all season. And then you throw them out there to play in preseason games. That's wild, man.
Well, that's going to favor the teams that have played together, or the most players that have played together on the same team.
Yep. The Aces will be fine. The Liberty will be fine. The Fever,
I mean, it's a no doubt it's a double-edged sword, because how long can you keep top players with the with the money that's allocated for salary cap?
Just
Yes.
ask the Aces. Ask New York and ask the Aces. They do
Well,
it all the time.
Well, the Aces just got busted, so that'll take that 100 thou out of each player.
will it really?
Well,
Well,
if the
how they
if
keep
the
them
if the
for-
league does its job, it will. Therein lies the crux of it. Is
Yeah.
the league going to actually do what it's supposed to do?
You got Becky Hammond running the show as the head coach.
$1 million coach, highest
Yeah,
paid
yeah,
coach
yeah.
in the
You
league.
got you got Asia Will. I mean, I don't know how much they're gonna shut it down, but I'm trying to figure it out too. How do you afford Asia and Chelsea Gray and
Jack Young.
Jackie Young and supposedly Jewel Lloyd staying?
She got a
And
three-year contract, Jewel Lloyd.
yeah, that's just fascinating to me. Yeah, and David said Aces were caught 2 years ago, nothing happened. And let's not forget the whole Hamby debacle, and nothing happened.
No, I think Hamby settled out of court. I think they had to pay her. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that
Listen,
just didn't go away.
okay. Well, then there's that. Okay, so we got another Brett in the house. Hello, Brett. What is going on with the microphone?
Might
Brett?
be the way they're setting it up.
I mean, I know it works because you guys are on and you made it. So, it says entered again.
Okay.
Oh, now we can. Hi,
Can I
Brett.
just say something about the draft?
Please do.
It looks like because of AZ, I don't think AZ is going number one now because of the fact that they signed Enrique to a multiple year contract. So I think the Wings are either going to pick Awa Pham, which would be for the future, or Lauren Betts. If they pick Awa Pham, it looks like Lauren Betts will drop to fourth to the Mystics. And I say whoever gets Lauren Betts, either the Wings or the Mystics, will make the playoffs and even would have a slight chance to win the championship. I think she's that much of a dominant center.
Wow. Okay. I didn't think about what he said. What do you think about what he said? Because some people, I was saying I wouldn't have picked AZ Fudd first anyway to go to Dallas, but some people are very adamant about that. But he makes a great point. I also, Brett, did not believe that Enrique was going to stay in Dallas. I thought she was out of there, but she is staying. So what do you think about that?
That surprised me as well. But as soon as I heard she signed, I said, well, AZ ain't going number one.
Oh, my goodness.
Yeah,
Y'all,
I
what
would
you think?
agree. I mean, I don't think they signed Enrique again, especially the 3 years, if they were planning on drafting AZ, because
Right.
they're not gonna put AZ on the bench. That's not gonna happen.
No,
No.
I don't guess. Right.
So
I
yeah, who should play in front of then? So I think Brett's onto something.
Yeah. I think he's right because I don't think an Enrique is going to be like, you know what, I'm staying and then I'll come off the bench, and they're not paying her to come off the bench.
Well, as we know, everybody said Juju was the next Caitlin Clark.
Yep.
2 years ago, I started following her because I wanted to see how good she was.
Mhm.
I watched USC play UCLA 3 times, twice
Mhm.
during the regular season and once in the what is it? The championship game of the tournament. And
Yeah.
Lauren Betts dominated Kiki Ipperin. Now, Kiki, what'd she finish? Third or fourth in the Rookie of the Year voting? I think that proves Lauren Betts is going to be great in the WNBA.
Mm. Well, I like her. I hope you're right. I mean, I've gotten in trouble for saying at times that I thought she was more tall than she was good. Not saying she's not good.
It's funny you should say that because I actually asked you on one of your podcasts, why don't you like Lauren Betts, and say she's just tall?
Oh, was that you?
I think it was.
And I corrected you and I said, I'm not, if you're the one, I said, I'm not saying she's just tall. I'm saying that I see she's tall, more tall than she is good, but she's good. Like I'm not, like I said, I mean, I can look at her footwork. I can tell she's good, but you can't teach height. So there's that as well. Now I compare a tall Camila Cardoso who's 6'7". She's no Lauren Betts for sure. So
No,
it's not just height.
she
But
is slow. Camelia's is slow. She's not very good with her feet. Lauren
right.
Betts can move side to side. She can shoot that 10 to 12 footer easily. And she plays monster defense.
Mhm. So here's my question for all of you: is Lauren Betts going number one?
No.
No,
I
they will
Maybe.
take
know as
Awa
well.
first, I think, because of the buzz. If
I
nothing
say
else.
no as well. It'll be our fam.
Think it'll be all fam. Huh. Wow. It's gonna be interesting because I don't think anybody knows for sure like we have in the past. But I like Lauren, and sometimes it's so interesting because that's the cultural piece. I take some of these players and I go, man, I just hope they go to a team. What's up, sis? My sister in the house said Betts won't go number one. What's up? Like I just feel like certain players, you're like, oh my goodness, please don't send them to XYZ team. So
Can
I
I
don't
just
know.
real quick?
Yeah.
Can you imagine her dropping to fourth and she goes to the Mystics and they have Kiki Efron and her inside and Citron outside? They would be a monster
Oh
fun
my
team
goodness.
to watch.
I agree. I absolutely agree. If you have Kiki, and Kiki was a little bit like, she seemed like she had a lot of work to do, but she's tough. And Citron, like her name should have been in that rookie of the year conversation for sure. So, and I'm sure it was for a while. Anything else? Thank you so much, Brett, for that.
No, I just wanted to make sure everyone knows what a big fan I am for.
I can see that. Let me just
the point.
let me see WNBA draft projections again. So I haven't seen the last one I had seen was CBS, which was on Sunday, and now you got ESPN did this a couple days ago, and they have this is the most recent one from ESPN. They have Olivia Miles going number one.
That isn't happening.
But remember,
No.
this was before we found out about Enrique. So if they had already, this situation with Enrique was taken was already there, it probably wouldn't have been there. They have Lynx taking All of Fam. Did you guys hear about Natisha Heidemann?
Yes.
I forgot where she's going. For 2 years, she signed.
Oh,
Anybody
I have it
remember?
right in front of me. Minnesota Lynx. No, Seattle.
She's going to Seattle. Okay, she's going to Seattle. What's up, Hannah? Okay. Somebody mentioned Lucy Olson. That's interesting. So they got AZ Fudd going 3. I'm sure she dropped 2 because her performance in the Final Four, it wasn't good, and before then either. AZ Fudd going to Seattle. They have Lauren Betts going to Mystics, Brett, and they have Flau'jae going number 5. They moved her up because CBS had her at number 9. They have her going to Chicago, which makes more sense. I mean, I was thinking it would be mad funny if she ended up back in Chicago and Angel was still there. Nell Angloma from France going at number 6 to Toronto. Yana Martine going to Portland Fire at 7. Neepkins from UCLA going to Golden State at number 8. Cody McMahon from Ole Miss going to the Mystics as well. Mystics has 3 picks in this first round. Raven Johnson is back at number 10 for the Indiana Fever. And trust me, she does not want to go there.
No, please. No.
And her
We don't want her.
Her fans don't want her to go there, and I'm fine with her not going there either. Although AB did speak well of her on the podcast this week with Candace Parker. Of course, they're South Carolina Gamecocks, and Raven plays incredible defense. But yeah, I don't think she wants to go. Washington Mystics, they have 11. Gabriela Jaquez.
Jaquez
And-
could go ahead of Raven Johnson.
Yeah.
You think so?
Absolutely.
Yeah. She's a better player.
And she's taller. She's 6 foot to 5'9". Raven. And they also have Kiki Rice. Yes, 4 people from UCLA going to Connecticut Sun. Oh my goodness. Shania Latson going to Atlanta Dream. Oh my goodness. That team is going to be, if that's true, that team is going to be trouble. I just did a video tonight about how Angel can work. If she is coached right and knows her role, it's going to be tough. It's going to be a tough team to beat. Marta Suarez, Seattle Storm, Medina Okot, 15 for the Connecticut Sun. That's just the latest projection that I've seen. Woo! All right, back to the chat. All right, Brett. Thank you.
Thank you.
And Unbridled said Raven Johnson is so hyped up by South Carolina fans. She's a 2nd round pick at best. And again, they don't have Rory Harmon on here, which I think is a mistake. But she probably is not going in the 1st round.
Adrienne, you drop me off and I'll just keep watching the chat.
Okay. All right. Let me thank you. That was some good. I hadn't thought about that with Enrique, trying to process it all. Yeah. So Cappy said, what's the status with Satu Sabali? Anybody know? First of all, she
No idea.
Because she couldn't do Unrivaled because of the protocol with the concussion. I don't know. I heard yesterday that Satu was, and it could just be rumor, but that she was like, no way, Jose, in terms of going to the Fever.
That's what I've heard.
Yeah.
And she's not going back to Phoenix.
Well, Julie said something that I heard in the chat a little bit ago, saw in the chat, Sabali started following the Wings again. Could she really want to go back to the Wings? She didn't have a lot of good things to say about the Wings in Texas and all that. Oh, mentioned joining her sister in Toronto. That's what I heard too.
That makes more sense.
I remember her last year around this time. I thought that they were going to get, the Fever was going to get Satu. And then something she has said that I would like to play with my sister one day. So maybe, and Julie said we don't want Sabali. I don't want her either. Yeah.
So there was this whole thing where she sounded like she liked the Fever and might be a good fit for the Fever, but then psych, she signs with Phoenix.
Yeah. Someone said she's been poisoned by the mercury. So is that Brett? You back? Oh, maybe Brett. Brett, are you back?
No, not me.
If you're them, you must be.
Did you hear me?
Yeah, I'm sorry. I put you back in.
I am still on.
I removed you and then I added you back. All right. So what else we got? What else are you thinking during this time?
I've been just following the portal. I heard Ruby Whitehead from Tennessee, is that her name? Going to Arizona.
Say that again.
I think she's going to Arizona. Ruby Whitehead, or is that her name?
Oh, Whitehorn.
Oh, Whitehorn. I'm sorry. Yeah.
Ruby Whitehorn. Yeah, she was the one who got arrested a couple times.
Yeah.
So
I read she was going to Arizona. Last I heard a couple hours ago.
Okay. Well, I do know that Tennessee is starting to rebuild. I got a video prepared to do because they had 0 people on their team just a couple days ago. I heard about Iowa's, is it Levin or does she pronounce
Callie
it
Levin?
Yes.
Levin. Callie Levin. She's going to UNI.
She's going to UNI. So she's staying in Iowa. It's not a very prestigious school, right?
No. But she'll be a starter.
And that's what I'm wondering. I'm thinking maybe she kind of woke to not everybody is going to be.
She was never going to be a starter at Iowa.
Right. And I'm wondering if that's what it was. She was just like, you know what? I'm in over my head here, but I'm staying in Iowa.
She would have gotten more playing time, And with Emily Rodriguez leaving and with Addie leaving, she
Yeah.
could have been a starter if she had stayed,
Yeah.
but because I think
Yeah.
Jen would have given her a really good shot at starting, under
Yeah.
those circumstances. But she left and she's already signed with UNI.
Now, did you guys hear about Audie Crooks?
What about her?
I've heard some rumors like Notre Dame.
Yes, I heard that she started following Notre Dame. It's funny how we go to who's following who on social media.
My goodness.
Kind of weird, but unfortunately, that's how people move today, right? They show everything on social media, which is why the Fever gets on people's nerves, the front office, because they don't be rolling like that. But yeah, apparently, and I had heard already that some people said that Notre Dame would be a good fit, and I'm thinking, please don't. I'm sorry, but please don't hinder Hannah Hidalgo. She want to move. Is she going to now be playing slow ball because of Audie Crooks?
I don't think so. I don't think it's a bad. I don't think it's. I mean, Hannah's going to be very ball dominant, but teams are going to focus Audie because if she ever passes it to Audie, that's just an automatic 2 points.
But can she get up and down the court like Hannah needs to?
That's the question.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I wouldn't want to just all of a sudden you take Hannah Hidalgo, she's ready to showcase what she can do before she can get drafted, and she got to walk the ball up because, I mean, no offense, but she's just slow. She's slow.
Yeah. I mean, she'd be a better fit at Texas, but I don't hear anything that she's going there.
Yeah. We'll find out. It's transfer portal.
I think Oldacre's not coming back, or was she a senior, or?
I'm not sure if Oldacre is a senior. I mean, Oldacre.
I just heard she's not coming back, so that's why I thought Texas maybe would be a good spot for her.
I think Texas would be better.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Oh my goodness. Anything else out there? Anybody else in the chat? Brett is back. What's up, Brett? Hey.
I just wanted to say real quick, one of the podcasters was saying that wherever Audie Crooks goes, she's probably going to get paid $1 million. And he also said, and I have to agree, I'm sorry, maybe this sounds mean, but she should have a weight clause in her contract because I don't care what anyone says, she's just too big. She's got to lose some weight. Sorry to be mean, but that's it.
No, you're right.
You agree there, Freedom?
I agree.
Yeah. Well,
do you guys think she makes an WNBA roster?
I would say loses 30 or 40 pounds. Yes.
I saw somebody say 100.
Maybe 100.
And I'm not being funny because look, I need to lose about 50.
Yeah.
So
the last thing I want to see is another Robert Traylor incident. I don't want to see that again.
That's Tractor Trailer?
Yeah.
What happened to him?
Remember, he was so big and he passed away.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Yeah,
He was young.
First of all, let me just, we got a new member, Julie, new member. Thank you so much. Welcome to the Rossies. Appreciate you. Yeah, like I asked the question many times, and I'm not trying to be disrespectful because, like I said, I need to lose 50 pounds. Easy. And that is Audie Crooks that good? Or is she just bigger than everybody else? That's what
Yeah, it's just she's bigger than everybody else. And it's kind of like what Diana Taurasi once said. You're playing against a bunch of 18 and 19-year-olds.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know.
She was in the tournament game with Stanford. When she was in the tournament with Stanford, Cameron Brink pretty well neutralized her.
Yeah. Well, do they not have like food plans in sports anymore?
There are some NBA players that are on weight clauses in their contracts.
Yeah. That might not go over well these days. You know how that. Oh my goodness. So James, I gotta laugh, and I'm not laughing at Audie Crooks because she doesn't deserve to be laughed at. So I'm not laughing at her, but I'm just saying he said she's big bone. And so the other day, I don't know if I was thinking about my own self. I don't know what I was thinking about, but I was thinking about when you know, quote unquote big bone because they add that extra ed. They were like, she big boned it. Not just big bone, but big boned it. You know, so yeah, I don't know, but Hope, thank you so much. I appreciate that 5. And you're welcome, of course, to come on. Thank you. So Pope says on Twitter, it said that Satu is still having headaches. That is very scary. That is scary.
Yeah.
But she's clear to play. Wow. April says there's no such thing as big bone. Yeah, I remember when I had to stop using that as an excuse. It's like nobody bone bigger than nobody else's bone. But we'll see where we'll see where she goes. I mean, she might find that she should have stayed where she was, and you know, I don't know. We'll find out.
Does anybody know why Iowa State's losing all their players? I mean,
Iowa State
coach that much?
I've heard people say the coach, but you know, coaches always take the blame. So, but I've heard people say that about Jan Jensen, that I've heard people criticize her and blame her for Iowa players leaving. You're never going to make everybody.
No,
oh, Reese is back.
I mean, the criticism I hear of Jan is that she runs a different offense than Lisa Bluter does, and they're not happy with it. But I've never heard anything bad about her as a coach.
Yeah, and there was I had not until this whole situation where people started blaming her. And I don't know, but she can't be Lisa Bluter. Like she's got to be herself.
No, that's mostly what I hear. It's her. It's too slow. It's not fast. That kind of thing. You know, why can't we go back to the way it was? And I mean, if you look at Iowa this year with the playing time with Addie and the other guards, what was she supposed to do? Play Addie more and have her, have more turnovers per game? What was she supposed to do? I think the other players that left weren't getting playing time, so I can't see why you would be blaming Jen for the people that did leave.
It's the culture,
that's just
man.
my opinion.
That's why I don't like that's the thing with the portal. Like, it's it's like you just pop around. You're student first, student athlete, but you're just going here, then you're going here. And like you said, with Audie Crooks, she's probably gonna make $1 million too. So the money plays a whole factor in that as well. No consequences or repercussions. You just move on. And that's just not cool. And people say I'm in the Stone Ages. You can say whatever you want, but I think we're doing these kids a big disservice.
The NIL has got to be changed. We all know that. But some money comes down to where you can't turn it down. Out at Arizona State football, their quarterback, Sam Levitt, and their coach, Kenny Dillingham, were like father and son. And Sam Levitt signed with LSU because the rumors are he got $5 million. I don't care if he's your son or not. You got to take that.
Wow. Well, that shouldn't even be. I'm in favor of a stipend for these players, but that's about it. Because I also think, I mean, we heard it from WNBA players who said that we get that it was Lexi Brown and I forgot who, and was it Aguma K? It was Erica Wheeler that time on Erica's podcast like a year ago or so, and they said that you get kids coming in, young ladies coming into the WNBA with a chip on their shoulder because they got more money than you got, and they have no concept of how life is. It's just and I'm thinking about in college, you walking in with your Gucci and your Louis and your this, that, and you got all this, and then that other player down on the other end of the bench, it's a whole different story. I don't know. I don't like it, but yeah, I mean, if somebody's offering you $5 million, I guess the answer is don't let them offer it.
Didn't Dawn Staley say something like, when she's recruiting, money is very much a part of the conversation now?
Oh, for sure. How much you gonna pay me? right? And it hurts a program. You know, it hurts a program. Now, Pope says coach and sports director both need to be fired in Tennessee, ruining Pat Summitt's legacy. Well, they are rebuilding, and I'm inclined to say that because I'm like, man, Coach Kim, she kind of seemed cold. But you know, I can't 100% say that because the times we're living in right now, kids look, for an out. They just signed the leading freshman in college. Just signed that. They just signed like three. They got like three people now, but the top freshman in college coming from Arizona says, "Sign me up. I want to be there." I was planning to do a video on that today, but then the whole.
I think it's fair. I think it's fair to let her go down or survive playing her system the way she wants to play her system, and not, if she's going to go down. I mean, you're going to go down eventually as a coach anyway if you don't win. So yeah. I would go down swinging, in my opinion.
Yeah, or go up, right?
Or go up, yeah.
Now, Shaylin said, isn't Donald Trump passing an NIL bill limiting this? And yes, he signed an executive order. And who's the famous person who was there? Who was the famous person in sports who was there? Oh, it was a dude from Outkick. He was there promoting that as well. Now, I am not in favor of NIL. I'm not in favor of all this transfer portal. I would like to see, I would prefer not to see government get involved in that kind of thing. I would prefer NCAA would open their eyes and they would make those kinds of decisions. But yeah. Audie lost 40 pounds, Pope said. All right. Is there anything?
He only has 60 to go. Sorry, that's mean.
If you go to Tennessee, odds are you're a starter. And there's that too, right? There's that opportunity. If you want to take it and build it, bring it back. Sophie, I heard Robin Lundberg say that he feels certain that Lexi is returning, but he's just not sure about Sophie. And what are your thoughts? Do you want her back? Do you believe she'll be back? What are your thoughts? Freedom. Oh no, sis, that is Freedom. Say hi.
It's me.
That's Freedom right there with the headphones on. It just doesn't show their name.
People
listen to you.
How much do you think Sophie would come back for? What's her minimum with the fever?
Anybody?
That's a tough one.
How much? I saw someone break it down in the comments. I'm not good with I'm gonna see if my sister's laughing. She's like, oh. Let me see if I can find the numbers. I think it was on my post this morning. I'm not good with the money stuff. I just like, y'all work out the money and I can root for the players. But somebody really impressed me. If I can find it, and I didn't check the math, but this is what this person said if I'm in the right post. Let me see if I can find it. Hopefully I'm in the right post. But he had it all broken down with what you have to pay people. And this is not the right post. Is it? No, it's not the right post. So I don't remember. Oh, man.
I say Sophie will take nothing less than 600,000.
That's what I was thinking.
I don't think they can afford her at that.
You don't think they can afford her at 600?
Yeah, I don't think so. Not if they sign Billings and everybody wants Alana Smith. And of course, obviously Kelsey's at 1.4 million and Aaliyah's at 1.1 million. I don't think
1.19. She's gonna get. They had all the numbers figured out, and the numbers had the numbers. I wish I knew where the post was because the numbers had everything. Oh, you know what? It was. I bet you it's in the Sophie post. That I put. I mean, the Lexi, not the Lexi, the Aaliyah. Oh my goodness, I can't get their names right. I bet you it was in the video about them signing Kelsey. So let me see if I can find the numbers, because the numbers had everybody.
Well, that would be interesting.
in
I'd
it.
like.
And let me scroll down. And had a whole list of people. But I got so many comments, so I don't know if I'll be able to find it. You math people are pretty good with this kind of stuff. Somebody wrote, all this money for 6 months of playing, too much. Let me look.
I think someone's going to offer Sophie 100K more
I don't
than
know. I don't
what the
take
Fever
much
can offer
time
her.
Looking for it, but I should have copied and pasted. Sometimes I'll do that. But I don't see it. Nah, I don't see it.
What was the cap again? Oh, never mind.
But anyway, the Fever. Well, maybe. I mean, some people are saying that because you have Sophie, who just signed with USA Channel, that's extra money right there also. And so maybe that'll be enough to keep her. Take less money to play with the Fever, do USA
That got to do
Channel,
with basketball career.
and she's got all these other financial opportunities, right? She'll make more money staying for less. Kat says she'll make more money staying for less salary and endorsements. Right?
But is that fair? Should she get?
It says Reese is back. Reese is not back on here. I don't know where Reese went. Reese is back. Teeth are back. Teeth. So, okay. So Shaylin says she's going to make 100,000 more on informal opportunities playing with the Fever. I agree, but I don't know. We haven't heard anything. Now I realize we might not know anything until what did I say? The 19th? Here's my thing. I really hope the Fever has it together. Like we get to know a lot tomorrow, because if they're still signing people, if they don't have their ducks in a row yet, and then you got the draft on Monday, how do you know who to draft? You don't know what other pieces you're going to get. How do you know what you need in the draft?
That's a good
It's
question.
tricky.
Yeah.
I think they're just going to go with a best player available strategy.
Anyway, anybody else got anything? Bastida said, question, did any of these ladies make any money before CC? They ain't make what they're making now. The 19th, yeah. That was what we had just looked up. It says the negotiating period is only 3 days. The signing period allows players to join teams before the season starts. So negotiating period was the 8th through the 10th of today. Signings begin April 11th. So training camp opens on the 19th, and this says that signings continue until training camp opens. I don't know.
There's going to be a flurry of
Kennedy
signings.
Carter back.
I have a quick question. With this supermax
Carter back.
4 million, can you hear me okay, Adrienne? Hello? No? Yes?
I can
Anybody?
hear you.
I can hear you.
I hear you.
Oh, I have a quick question.
Hold up. I had you guys silenced.
At that $1.4 million supermax, who in the league truly deserves it?
And that was what we went through. I read the list. Now, wait a minute, but some people are still mentioning. I had you guys on silent. I couldn't even hear you. I had some people mentioning Alana Smith, but it sounds like she might be looking to go to New York. I asked, and I listed them. I'm going to list them again, Brett. Asia Wilson.
Yes.
Okay, so Kelsey Mitchell.
Yes.
Sabrina Ionescu.
No.
No?
1.1, not a supermax.
1.1. I wouldn't. I mean, if you mean a supermax, my answer would be no.
Really? Well,
Just
she got
Sabrina.
it. So who in the Liberty?
Brianna
Bri-
Stewart, unless
Oh,
she
don't
doesn't want
deserve-
it.
You would give it to Brianna Stewart over Sabrina Ionescu.
Not me.
Yeah. Well,
Kelvar says Kelvar says yes, and Brett, you say no.
No. 1.1.
So who gets the one? Anybody
Well-
get 1.4 from the Liberty?
I don't.
That's a tough one.
John Quell Jones?
no.
I don't know about that.
I mean, if you're not going to give it to Brianna Stewart, there's nobody else on the Liberty, in my opinion, that deserves a Supermax.
Yeah, I would give it. I wouldn't have too much of an argument about Sabrina. I don't. But that's,
I would if you didn't have Brianna there, but I mean, Brianna, she carried the team on her back in their playoffs last year.
She did last year. She also choked the year before and got away with the walk. It was like 7 steps
The
in the
500
fake
step
New York
walk.
Liberty championship that we know was just the rigification. Like, let's just be for real, right? Even Sandy.
I can't imagine the refs going to replay and still getting that wrong.
Yeah, no, that was just they gave that to them. My sister said Sabrina for sure. They gave that to the Liberty, and even Sandy kind of insinuated that. Speaking of Sandy, everybody was like, "Oh, Sandy, she's such a wonderful coach. Oh, Sandy, Caitlin should go play for Sandy." Oh, and I'm not saying Sandy isn't, but I'm saying, isn't it interesting that none of them try to follow Sandy?
It is interesting.
Nobody tried. They said, we're staying in New York. Anyway, we also have on the list for that Supermax. Let me find that list again. Okay, so Asia, Kelsey, Sabrina, Nafisa Collier.
Yes. Yes.
Yes. Okay, is she ready to play?
Well, if she is ready.
I'm just wondering if she's ready. She's still in the boot. Is she starting the season? So Nafisa, what about Kelsey Plum? Sparks.
Close, but no.
Okay. The Sparks might be tough this year.
No.
With NECA and Kelsey. Is Azure staying? And Ariel Atkins. Do you know Ariel Atkins got the Supermax?
That's ridiculous.
Isn't that wild? That's the wildest thing ever. Maybe it was, I know it's going to, if there's any Angel Reese fans, it's not going to go over well, but maybe it was just to make up for her going through that year.
I can never think first name, but Thomas of probably deserves it. But no,
Who's that?
everyone hates her. I know. But
Oh, Alyssa Thomas?
yeah, there you go. There you go.
And what's going to happen with Alyssa Thomas and what's going to happen with DeWanna Bonner? Where's she going to be? Interesting. Arike Gumbawale was offered that, but she turned it down. She turned down the 1.4 to make quite a bit of money, but over multiple years. So
I think Adrienne, I really do. That's smart.
yeah, she wanted to be able to have a roster that could, that she was willing to make less for the roster. She wanted. So and then you have Alicia Gray in Atlanta.
Close, but I'd say no.
Would you have picked Ryan
would say
Howard
no.
instead?
I would have picked Ryan Howard instead.
If anyone. Yeah.
Wow. Okay. How many years has Ryan Howard been in? Anybody know?
I don't
I'd
even
say
know
the
where.
same, with like 3 years. She's only like a year older than Caitlin.
It would have to be more than 3 years. How many years has Ryan Howard?
I mean, 4 years. I'm sorry.
How many years do you have to play to get that?
You can't be on that rookie contract.
Right.
So she's been in for 4 years. She was drafted in 2022, number 1.
Okay.
All 4 seasons there. Watch my video I did earlier about Angel because Angel could make it easy for them and they could make it easy for her. We'll find out. And also on the list is Ariel Atkins and Ezzy Magbagor from Seattle.
Talking
And
about a young 20-year-old at Seattle?
no. That's Malonga.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Everybody else is jumping ship. Apparently, they're gonna build with Malonga, and then you have Bridget Carlton. She got the Supermax.
No. Great.
So
No, well, they kind of had to in order to sign her. So I would make an exception there. I mean, it's an expansion team, but she doesn't deserve it.
like for real, I agree with what Kelly said earlier, and that is that when you think of a Supermax, you want to be thinking of the best of the best.
Exactly.
Otherwise, it looks like everybody gets a trophy kind of thing.
I agree.
You know, I want it to mean something. Like, wow, Asia Wilson, no argument. I don't, whether you like Asia or not, you know, no argument. Supermax, but some of these, it's kind of wild. So yeah, that's the list. And of course, Kelsey, I'm happy about.
Or less deserve it.
Yeah.
That's it. Just 5 at the most.
And let me see how they word it. Who is eligible for Supermax in WNBA 2026? The criteria is, I know it's supposed to be a top player. So it says that WNBA Supermax contracts are available to elite veteran players who receive a core designation from their team and to high performing players under the new EPIC provision. And then it names some of the people. So anyway, it is what it is. They fought for it. They got it. We'll see. Oh yeah, Marina Mabry. Did I say her? I didn't even say her. Wasn't she offered a match? She was offered a Supermax.
They had to because of expansion, but I don't think she deserves a nice contract, but not a Supermax.
Oh no, without a doubt, I agree. Yeah. So anything else out there anybody wants to touch base on before I wrap this up? What else you got? So much going on. We'll find out more tomorrow.
Well, I'll say this was awesome and fun, but you can wrap it up because I need to go to bed pretty quick.
I know, right? I usually am like, I got to get off and have dinner, but I already had dinner. No, this was great fun, and I appreciate your insight, especially dropping that Enrique piece with AZ Fudd. Hadn't even thought about that. So thank you all, those who came on and off now, and those who are still on, and all the new members, the super chat, super thanks, all of it. So appreciate it. Anybody else want to sound off on anything before we go?
Just go Fever.
Go Fever!
I'll go.
All right. All right.
Don't
Thank you,
sign
guys.
Howard.
Don't sign Howard.
Oh yeah. No Howard, no, right? No Howard,
absolutely
no.
not.
You got to do something. All right. Thank you, guys. Appreciate you. All right. And so for the rest of you here, especially if you're Fever fans, don't get too nervous about it. I think the best teams are often those who don't say a whole lot. All right. Don't say a whole lot. He said, get your money, ladies. Click. Yeah, man. Wait. What do you mean she's back? Do you know that for sure? Do you know that for sure? I can live with it, but I would like to see an upgrade there. I really would, but we don't know yet. Ty Harris to the Fever, supposedly. All right, listen, I really enjoyed this so much, everyone, hearing your thoughts. Freedom said, wait, what? Yeah. Shayla said, please be joking. Listen, I don't know if people can take this 2 days in a row. They were still dealing with the Damaris Dantas. Listen, let me ask you this, though. If it's Dantas, or this is a really good question in the chat. If it's Dantas or Howard, who are you taking? And wait, I can actually do a poll now. Watch this. StreamYard added this. Dantas. Here it is. Demiris Dantis. Don't go anywhere because I want you to vote. Demiris Dantis. Hold up. Which would you take if I should say whom would you take if you had to pick one? Okay. And the options are Demiris. I'm just gonna say Dantis. And the second option is Howard. I haven't done this before, so I'm just creating this. I don't even know how it's going to show up. Start and show. Oh, there it is. Haven't done this before. Can you see that? I hope you can see it. Down here in the lower. Down here in the lower, it says, whom would you take if you had to pick one? Dantis or Howard? Okay, wait, hold up. Freedom says, I just learned that as of tomorrow, the Fever will have about 4,468,792 left in their salary cap. Wow. Whew. Do it. So how does it let you vote? I don't even know because I don't even know how it works, but I see you guys are in there. Dantis, 60% would take Dantis, 40% would take Howard. Wow. So wait, as you vote, does it change oh yeah, it just changes it as you vote. That's pretty cool. Oh, it says type 1 or 2 in the chat. I see it. Okay. Howard is she catching up? Nope. She just took a dive. Dantis says 60%. How you guys can't be serious. Howard is Commissioner Cup MVP. Howard rebounds the basketball. Yeah, I see it there now, Kara. Thank you. Dr. Choi says number 3. Oh, wow. See, I would take Howard if I'm in this situation. I think I like Dantis, but Howard did far more good than she did bad. I'm not saying I want to keep her, but if I had to pick, I'd have to go with Howard. Okay, well, Kat makes a good point. She says stat wise, Howard is better, but playing with CC Dantis is better. But we don't know because we didn't really get to see CC play with her. That's what I'm saying. This is my point. Only 13 games is my point. Freedom says the Fever would be smart to take Howard, but if it were up to me, LOL. Yeah. Dantis' footwork is weak. All right, my sister just gifted 1 membership. Thank you so much, sis. Appreciate that. Appreciate your generosity. Yes, Demar says people just voting with emotion. Howard is an actual starter. Dantis is a bench player. Yeah, I agree. Oh, yeah. That's true. That's right. Duh. You're right. She played the first season with Dantis. Yeah, but then Natasha did it. So either way, somebody didn't play with her that long. Peggy says if Howard would pass the ball to Clark and other players was a team player, I would go with Howard. Okay. Dantis will at least look for players to pass to. But I mean, she passed the ball, but she didn't. I mean, you can't pass to Caitlin if Caitlin's not playing. So, and she didn't really play. So it's hard to say, but Dantis, okay. Dantis is up. You guys have been heard. Dantis works with her, not against her. Okay. All right. Well, Howard thinks this is her team. She needs to go. Howard is a better individual player. I don't think Howard thinks it's her team. Howard is sometimes at odds with CeCe's play. Okay. Yeah, I can. I mean, I remember the one time Caitlin got frustrated because Howard didn't kick it back out. Howard was invisible or liability the second half of the season. Well, that's deep. And what was Dantis wasn't even there. And nobody even got an answer about that, the whatever her issue was. Natasha Howard gave us 11.4 points per game, 6.6 rebounds per game, 1.5 assists per game, 1.2 steals per game. Now, her free throw shooting, if I remember right, was terrible. But a lot of the players were terrible last year. But yeah, for her career, 11.5 points per game for her career. 5.7 rebounds per game. And I know she's older now. Free throw was at 75. Now let's see about Dantas. Let's see about Dantas. She was just terrible last year. Okay, so she last year 4.6 points per game, 2.4 rebounds per game, 0.7 assists per game, 0.2 steals per game. That was Dantas. For her whole career, 7 points per game and 3.8 rebounds per game, 1.4 assists per game, half a steal, shoots 78% from the free throw line. And y'all telling me y'all picked Dantas. Oh, come on now. Come on now. She had a really bad year. She had a death in her family at the beginning of the year. She left. Yep, you're right. She did. She had a death in the family and she had injury. And I was talking, I did mention that yesterday in the members live, and I did mention it here. That's true. But Natasha Howard also didn't have the pieces that she was supposed to have either. But we'll find out. We'll find out whether they're keeping her or not. But it's very interesting. So you guys have spoken. You would take Dantas over Howard, who's won multiple championships, defensive player of the year, I think. Kara said, I would pick neither. Somebody had put number 3 they said, I picked not 1, not 2, but 3. But it does say if you had to pick one. But hopefully we can go get ourselves a good stretch 4, and this will all be for nothing, this whole question. But I was curious to pick your brains, and I think you feel how you feel, man. Didi will be just fine in 9 to 12 roster spot. She's got a nice fadeaway. Her shot is ugly as all get out, but she can stretch the floor because you got to guard her out there. She can set, big screens. So, I mean, I'm fine if they keep her, but we need another major piece for sure. She was definitely better in 24 than 25. I agree. All right, everybody. Thank you for your feedback on that. Thank you for those who got on the microphone. I appreciate that. And the great conversation. Love this community. I always say it's the best community out there. And so thank you again for my moderators are always so amazing. The members are amazing. Subscribers, thank you all so much. And super chat, super thanks. Hey, we didn't have Summer tonight. Did we? I think we had Summer tonight. Super chat, super thanks, gifting memberships, all of you, appreciate it. And we should know more tomorrow, God willing. Yes, it was a great live. We need to do this more. And so go check out the videos I put up today. I might get one more in unless I fall asleep. Thank you. Hit the like button if you haven't done so yet. And subscribe if you haven't done so yet. Turn all your notifications on. And you deserve a big round of applause. I appreciate you. All right. God bless you, everybody. Have a wonderful night. And I'll catch you next time, God willing. Of course. God bless you abundantly.